On a crisp October night in Los Angeles, the Jimmy Kimmel Live studio hummed with excitement. The audience, a lively mix of fans and tourists, buzzed with anticipation for Keanu Reeves, Hollywood's beloved leading man, there to promote his latest blockbuster, Eclipse of Valor. The lights dimmed, the theme music blared, and Jimmy Kimmel strode out, flashing his signature grin. But beneath the late-night polish, tension simmered, setting the stage for a showdown no one saw coming. Keanu entered to roaring applause, his dark hair swept back, dressed in a sharp black suit that echoed his John Wick persona. He waved humbly, his warm smile settling the crowd as he took his seat. Kimmel started with the usual, praising the film's early buzz and tossing a playful jab about Keanu's motorcycle obsession. "So, Keanu, how many bikes now? Got a secret garage?" Kimmel quipped, drawing laughs. Keanu chuckled, his voice easy. "Just a few, Jimmy. Each one's got a story." But something was off in Kimmel's demeanor. His smile was tight, his eyes sharp. Sources later revealed he'd been stewing for weeks, venting to his writers about Keanu's too-perfect image, his kindness, generosity, and humility dismissed as a crafted facade. Tonight, Kimmel seemed intent on exposing it. "So, Keanu," he said, his tone shifting to an edge, "you're Hollywood's nice guy, right? Giving up subway seats, tipping big, donating millions. Almost too good to be true, huh?" The audience's laughter faded, sensing the shift. Keanu tilted his head, his calm expression holding but his eyes narrowing. "I just treat people how I'd want to be treated, Jimmy," he said evenly. "Nothing complicated." Kimmel nodded, his smirk unconvinced. "Sure, but nobody's that genuine all the time. What's the real Keanu when the cameras are off?" The studio quieted, the question hanging heavily. Keanu paused, fingers brushing his chair's armrest. "What you see is what you get," he said, steady. Kimmel leaned in, his voice a mock whisper that carried clearly. "That's what someone playing a part would say, isn't it?" Nervous laughter rippled through the crowd, more uneasy than amused. Keanu's publicist, watching backstage, felt her stomach knot. This wasn't banter, it was an ambush. "I'm not sure what you're implying," Keanu said, his tone polite but firm. Kimmel's grin turned sharp. "I'm saying the whole, humble guy thing, the charity, treating crew like family, it's great branding, don't you think?" The studio fell silent, the house band's usual riff absent. Keanu leaned back, studying Kimmel with a focused intensity. "You think my charity's a stunt?" he asked, his voice soft but clear. Kimmel pressed on. "Hollywood's full of people doing nice things for the optics, not because they care. Audiences deserve to know when they're being manipulated." The word landed like a jab. Keanu repeated it, manipulated, the challenge clear in his tone. A flicker crossed his face, caught by the cameras. Kimmel, mistaking restraint for weakness, pushed further. "Yeah, manipulated. This persona you've built, it's smart marketing. Let's be real." Keanu leaned forward, his voice gaining strength. "You want real, Jimmy? Let's talk about a host who makes a living mocking people, turning their struggles into punchlines, punching down when they're already low." Kimmel's face paled, his confidence cracking. "That's not, comedy's just," he stammered, but Keanu cut through. "You question my authenticity? Let's question yours. How authentic is inviting someone here just to tear them down? How genuine is attacking someone's character because you're jealous of their respect?" The audience sat stunned, the air thick. Kimmel's writers signaled for a break, but he was too deep in, his ego driving him. "Jealous?" he snapped, voice rising. "I'm just tired of everyone acting like you're a saint when that's impossible in this business." Keanu stood slowly, his deliberate movement tensing the studio. "You know what's impossible, Jimmy? Building something real and having someone who doesn't get it try to tear it down for laughs." Kimmel's usual deflection, a quick joke, failed against Keanu's sincerity. "Maybe we should break," he said weakly, but Keanu shook his head. "You wanted the real me. Here I am." His intensity, honed through years of iconic roles, fixed on Kimmel. You call this manipulation? What's bringing me here under false pretenses, trying to humiliate me, and thinking that makes you a truth teller? Kimmel forced a hollow laugh. I'm just doing my job, challenging, probing. Keanu's gaze held steady. Your job is to entertain, make people laugh, give them a break. Instead, you've turned this into a fight where you tear people down for sport. Cameras caught Keanu's controlled fire and Kimmel's faltering composure, the moment feeling more like a drama than a talk show. That's not what this is, Kimmel protested. I'm asking what everyone's thinking. Keanu's voice sharpened. Are they? Or is this what you're thinking because you can't believe someone cares without an agenda? Kimmel flushed, his mask slipping. You don't know what I care about, he shot back. Keanu didn't hesitate. I know you've built a career mocking people, turning pain into punchlines, never lifting anyone up without making it about you. The audience was silent, witnessing a clash of values, fame, integrity, influence. Kimmel, cornered, went too far. You want to talk platforms? Let's talk how you've used your dead girlfriend's memory for sympathy, turned tragedy into career gold. The studio froze. Kimmel's mention of Jennifer Syme, Keanu's girlfriend who died years ago, crossed a line. Gasps echoed, a cameraman lowered his lens, and Keanu went still. His voice dropped, chilling. Get up. Kimmel blinked. What? Get up, Keanu repeated, unyielding. You used someone I loved as a punchline. You turned my worst moment into a weapon. Get up. Kimmel stayed seated, eyes darting to security. I'm not fighting you, he said, voice shaky. Keanu stood, commanding. I'm not asking for a fight. I'm asking for respect for the lives you think are fair game. Stand when you talk about the dead. Kimmel didn't move, and Keanu's expression shifted, anger tinged with disappointment. The difference between us, Jimmy? Life knocked me down, and I learned what matters. It knocked you down, and you chose to knock everyone else down too. Kimmel tried, this is all an act, the righteous anger, the moral high ground. Keanu looked at him, almost sadly. That you think genuine emotion is an act says everything about you. Turning to the audience, Keanu broke protocol. I came to talk about a movie, maybe make you laugh. Instead, you got this. I'm sorry, you deserved better. The crowd erupted, not in polite claps but raw appreciation for decency. Kimmel sat, shrinking, as his audience cheered his guest. As Keanu moved to leave, Kimmel shouted, "Where are you going?" Keanu paused. Somewhere people know entertainment from cruelty. Kimmel, desperate, yelled, "Security! Stop him!" The irony stung, the man attacking Keanu's character now wanted him restrained for walking away. Security approached warily. Keanu turned, disbelieving. You're restraining me for not letting him mock someone I loved? Kimmel insisted, you have obligations. You can't walk out. Keanu's reply was firm. Watch me. The security chief spoke softly. Sir, maybe backstage, let things cool. Keanu shook his head. I'm not waiting for him to use more pain as material. I'm leaving. Kimmel, frantic, barked, stop him, or you're fired. The chief turned, jaw tight. He hasn't threatened anyone or broken any laws. I'm not touching him. The audience roared approval, siding with Keanu. Kimmel, losing it, said, this is live to millions. The network will kill me. Keanu turned back. Jimmy, this show ends tonight, and tomorrow you'll still think tearing people down builds you up. You had a choice, a real conversation. Instead, you attacked, mocked, and tried to force me to take it. To the camera, he added, you watching can decide what kind of person he is, and what kind you want to be. Silence followed, heavy and final. Keanu nodded to the security chief, who stepped aside, and walked out. One audience member clapped, then another, until a standing ovation thundered through the studio, lasting long after Keanu was gone. Kimmel sat alone, his week, well, that was unexpected, falling flat. The show limped on, the audience disengaged, the spell broken. As the credits rolled, the crowd's talk wasn't of jokes but of integrity, a man standing firm in an industry that often rewards the opposite. Keanu's exit was a testament to authenticity, not as perfection but as courage when it counts. Kimmel would try to spin it, but those who saw it knew, one man wounded with his platform, while another reminded us what it means to be human.